Good morning, you guys. Okay, so it is the worst day. More rain, more rain. I'm feeling so bad for my poor husband. They cannot get any work done. For those of you who don't know, we own a concrete company here in North Iowa, and it is raining all the time, and they cannot get any work done. Okay, the light is like being weird. Okay, so did you get on my pre-order list yesterday? I got your sticks. I got them ordered, so they're on their way. But I just want to show you real quick. We're not going to do a full face or anything like that. I just wanted to show you exactly how I use mine. So they come like this. They're in a stick format. It, twists to get more product out, blah, blah, blah. So mine looks really gross. I should probably wipe that off. So I'm using the shade Chiffon, but I'm also using the shade Lace because I like to put a little highlight. Now, I originally didn't get my contour shade in this, but you can bet your booty I just did yesterday. So I'm really excited for the contour shade to come in because then I can just do my whole foundation and contour with this and I'm set. I don't have to use a separate product to contour with. So the coverage on this is medium to full. I would say it leans more on the full side, but I also am super recommending if you like a dewy finish, then you're going to be great with this on its own. I personally need something to set this, so then I top with a translucent setting powder, something like this. So this is what I do. Here, let me get this lighter shade first. So if you are highlighting, you typically want to use a shade or two lighter, but you also want to make sure that you are staying in your color tone. So you can put this like all over. Like I'm really sloppy with it, as you can tell. It doesn't even matter all that much because we're going to blend it all together. So when you guys see like contouring and stuff, you don't have to be scared because it's like, think about where the light hits your face. Like if you're standing outside in the sun, like you usually get some light space on your forehead, on your cheeks. And remember, you always want to do more of a triangle position here instead of just swiping under the eye. Always do more of a triangle, like bring it down onto the cheek a little bit. Then across the bridge of the nose, on the chin. You can even do some like here in the Cupid's bow if you like. But that's what we're going to start with, right like that. My whole camera's, I have a lot of like blemishes around my nose here, so we're going to cover that up too. Now you've probably seen also, like this is really awesome for covering tattoos and whatnot, but I don't want to cover my tattoo. So they're recommending this kabuki brush. See how this is a super flat brush? It already sold out again. I do have a few of you that were lucky enough to grab this. This honestly though is not my favorite, but I mean most of the girls are using this. I prefer this brush. It's called the powder concealer brush. It's not necessarily made for this because this it's very soft and not as firm as this. So I might be doing a little bit of damage to the brush the way I'm using it, but I like the finish that it gives me. You could also use your liquid foundation brush, and then you could also use a blending bud. But if you do this, remember girls, you want to get this wet first. So those are all options on how you can blend out the stick foundation. Now I've already primed my face too. Remember that. I've already primed and let it sit for 5 minutes so that I'm filling in my fine lines and large pores so that this foundation is not going to sit in there. So then I just literally just do like a blend. Just circles, bringing it around. I mean, that's really all we're doing. But I love the way the foundation is in the stick and it just goes like right on. Like, isn't that so slick? Yeah. So that's the stick foundation. I would say it's probably best it is best for more normal to dry skin tones, but I do know that there are girls that are more oily that are wearing it and they're having a lot of success with it. So don't be scared if you're like, ooh, I really want to try it. Because remember, we have our love it guarantee, so you're always going to have the option to just send it right back if it doesn't work for you. See how quickly that like blends all out? Now make sure you get it down on your neck. We don't want the line. But these are still, the majority of the shades are still available. So you can sneak over to kicklashlife.com and grab yours. If you weren't on my pre-order list, you can still grab it. Just because you weren't part of the pre-order doesn't mean you still can't get it. It was just a little more convenient for those of you yesterday who had called me or messaged me saying that you want it on the pre-order list. So, see how awesome that is? I love the coverage. But like I said, we want to set it. So I'm going to use this setting powder here. Let me just make sure I get it all blended and into the hairline. Don't forget. Oh my gosh, my sump pumps. Okay. So even if there were like a couple spots where you're like, ooh, I think I need a little more coverage there, you can always just add more and it's going to be fine. It's completely buildable. And it's super lightweight. For as full coverage as this is, I'm surprised at how lightweight it feels on my skin. I mean, well, I don't know why I'm surprised because all of our products are like that. So, behold translucent setting powder. This is a translucent powder, so it's not going to add any more coverage to you. It's just going to set your makeup and help it last throughout the day. Not that it's not going to, but like I have super deep forehead wrinkles, so even with some of the best foundations, I still tend to get a little bit of a collection there throughout the day. So this setting powder helps tremendously with that. And then I also pack this right under my under eye. And I mean, I pack it pretty good because I'm going to brush away any excess that hasn't set underneath there. And this literally just blurs out fine lines and wrinkles. I love it. And large pores. And I just kind of tap all over the rest of the face. We'll just brush those away, that little excess. So girls, that is how you use a stick foundation. Like I said, I'm highly recommending you guys grab the translucent setting powder and a brush, or like I said, you can use any of these brushes, any of these, or a beauty blender, okay? These are what I recommend. Don't use your fingers. Just use a brush. Trust me, you're gonna be so much happier with the application. So much happier. All right, so I gotta get ready for work. I'm gonna finish my contour because look how flat my face looks. Okay, so like I said, jump over to kicklashlife.com if you did not get your stick foundation ordered yesterday or in the pre-order list, and you can grab it. And yeah, and just pick up a brush and a setting powder. All right, have a kick lash day, you guys. I love ya.